In early days we use concept known as IP classes, right? But nowadays we aren't using these IP classes. Instead of that we are using CIDR or classless interdomain routing. So this class concept will be avoided when it comes to classless interdomain routing, right? So in the earlier time we had few companies. For example, we had IBM, then after Apple, Macintosh, these kind of companies. We have few companies mean we have few devices. Because of that we can use this IPv4 address without any issue. For example, for the IBM company, they would assign 10.0.1.0 network. Entire this network will be assigned for the IBM company. That means 2 to the power 24 number of IP address will be there for this particular company. But nowadays there are a lot of companies, lot of devices. Because of that we can't use the IP address like this. Because of that, for example, in this range, think they had 100,000 IP address, but for the IBM actually they need 10,000 IP address, right? Then remaining 90,000 will be wasted, right? This will be wasted. So to prevent this one we are using CIDR nowadays. Okay, so we will discuss CIDR later. Now we have IP classes. We had IP classes. Now we are really using these IP classes. When it comes to IP classes, we have 5 classes, right? We have 5 classes. Then class A will start from 000 to 127. That means from 0 to 127. Then class B start from 128.0.0.0 to 191.255.255.255. So this one is from 192 to 200. So this one is from the 128 to 191, class B. When it comes to class C, it is from 192 to 223.255.255.255. That means like in our clock, when you now we are in the 59 second, right? So 59 plus 1 second will become 60 second. That means it will increase the net minute. After that it will increase the minute. When it comes to 255, if you add another IP address on that time, it will become 224. Now it is a class D IP address. So mainly we are using these 3 classes for the IP address assignment. Then after we have this one for the multi-class name, this one also for the research purpose we are using, right? So the value of the first octet determines the class. The IP address from the first 3 classes A, B and C can be used for the host address. The other 2 classes are used for the other purpose. Class D for the multicast, then class E for the experimental purpose. When you take any IP address, for example class A, range is 0 to 127. Then subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. This is subnet mask for class A. When it comes to class B, we have range 128 to 191. Then subnet mask is 255.255.0.0. This is class B IP address subnet mask. For example, there will be IP address like this. So 120.10.5.0. Now this section is for the network. Then this section is for the host when it comes to class B IP address, because this inside the right, this one is class C IP address. If I make this into 130, now it will become class B IP address, because 130 is between 128 and 191. Then after we have class C IP address, which is range is 192 to 223. So subnet mask is 255. We have this range for this IP address. For example, you can take IP address 192.10.3.0. Then this section is for the network, this section is for the host, right? So this is how we identify this IP address and classes. Mainly we are using class A, class B and class C for the IP assignment.